Hello everyone, my name is iCade, and welcome back to another how-to video. Today, we're going to cover something that's been asked in my comment section a lot. iCade, how do I carry as ADC in low elo? So today, we're going to do just that. We'll be playing on my low emerald/platinum account, and we'll have commentary in and out of the game so I can better explain my thoughts. I will also be adding a post-game VOD review, so stick around for that at the end. First things first, we need to have a solid champion pool to pick from. Maining a specific ADC is perfectly fine, but we want to have a few to pick from in case if the meta shifts or that champ is picked or banned. I always suggest comfort first, then meta pick second. In low elo, there is much more time to scale because players are more unaware of how to end the game, so champions like Jinx, Tristana, Xayah, and Sivir will be your best friends. If you're looking for something that dominates lane more, look towards Varus and Corki. Alright, got bottom, thank goodness. Okay, so the biggest thing that you gotta think about right when you get into champ select, the game starts. Okay, so this is what I've been banning personally. I think that it's a good ban. I think that Tristana is a great ban for right now if you're not getting first pick because it is very strong in lane, it scales well, it does everything you honestly want a champion to do right now, and Tristana is just, it's very hard to play against honestly in all elos, so I suggest that ban. Another ban that I usually do is like Draven, for example, but I think that Tristana is a little stronger than Draven right now, and the enemy team banned it, so my support picked Teemo, so getting the experience here, but it's okay, it doesn't matter because since we're not first pick, we can look at what our teammates are hovering. So we got Dr. Mundo, Kassadin, Teemo. So as of right now, we have Dr. Mundo who wants to scale and Kassadin that wants to scale, okay? So that means that we should probably not go for a safe scaling champion, at least in my opinion. In my opinion, this means that we want something that can win lane early, can do a lot of damage, and carry your team into that mid-late game, and then Dr. Mundo and Kassadin will carry the game as the game goes on. So this game, I'm going to pick Corki. I think Corki is still very, very strong in solo queue. So I highly suggest still picking him up. For runes, you can go what I go on Corki. That's perfectly fine. Or if you want to go on like u.gg, I'll pull up like his most popular rune set if you want to go with that. But I really highly suggest just like look at runes, look at what the top players are doing. You can look at pro builds as well. See what people are going. There's a reason why it's the most popular. Playing that will give you the best chances to climb and do well because they are the best, right? So it looks like it's Tahm Kench Nilah bot lane with a Fiddlesticks and an Irelia. So I think that I want to go cleanse here. So this is another important thing too, is like just focusing on champ select and looking at what people are going, what to build, what runes to go. Everything is important. The game has already started, right? So we just made it past the first phase of the game, which was champ select. Next, we want to talk about our lanes. So it's Corki, Teemo versus Nilah, Tahm Kench, right? Nilah has a passive that gives her more experience if she kills a minion, right? So that means that if she farms well, she's going to get more levels than me and Teemo. So we have to be aware of that and be ready for it because they are going to level up. And it looks like I'm playing with emeralds and diamonds. So that means that they might understand how to play this lane a little bit better. Something that I always do when I go to lane is I want to get a ward in this bush right here. That way that they can't cheese or look for some level 1 damage, which makes the game a little bit easier to play. Okay, something else to note too. Tahm Kench went Grasp, so he's looking to do trades, but it's not that favorable against two ranged champions, so we don't want him to get free stacks, so we want to play towards our range and try to make sure that he's not able to just like poke us for free and get free health, because that's pretty bad on Tahm Kench because he does very well with more HP, so we want to deny as much as we can from this guy. For this lane as well, I'm going to start Eon Corki. If you're playing into like a poke lane like Ezreal or like Varus, going Q first is also very good. So Teemo's able to poke them pretty hard right now. They are both, like I said, they're both pretty low range. So we want to abuse that fact and make sure that they can't just farm for free. We should be able to get 2 first based off of how the lane is currently going. And that means that we have a huge advantage and we can just shove them off. If we allow them to play the game at level 1, then we'll lose, right? We want to make sure that we play our range advantage and get them out. Like, Tahm Kench is just taking free damage here. Like, this is just very bad. He didn't need to take all that damage. He could just back up. Okay, Teemo is moving, so we want to make sure we're aware of this. He's putting down a ward. We also got a ward here. Complete eyes on him. We're watching him the whole time while also making sure we still apply some pressure. So that's something that's very important, is always watch your support and what they're doing. You see how Teemo's walking up? So we want to be there for him. If Teemo's looking for something, we can't just walk away because then he's threatened to die or take a lot of damage that was unnecessary. So we just need to pay attention to that. Another thing that we can pay attention to while we're currently fighting. So Fiddlesticks is on his way bot. Just focus Tahm. We use both our pots. I think we just focus this guy. Got him. Nice. And look at that! Perfect. Ah, he died. Unlucky. Alright, we gotta shove this in really quickly. Use our W, because our W is a lot of our damage. Teemo's gonna hit that, and then we just reset. So something that I notice a lot of low elo players do here, so when I reset here, this is a perfect reset timer because I'm low HP, the wave is pushing, but it doesn't push all the way into the tower. Sometimes they'll go, oh, well, I can just catch one more wave since it's not pushed all the way, while they're very low HP. So this is a very bad practice, and I want you to take into consideration this reset timer. This reset timer is perfect for us. We get back, we're going to be in a good state in the lane, and we don't threaten ourselves to die by overstaying to catch one more wave when only a few minions don't get into the tower. That was a really good fight. We knew that Hecarim was on our side. We saw him on our Krug, so as soon as Fiddlesticks came, we weren't worried at all. Okay, we're going to go the Triforce Manamune build this game. That is the most common build. If you're going against poke builds, suggesting BT Bloodthirster into Essence Reaper is also very good as well. Okay, you see that they're on the other side of the map. This is another thing too, is like not autopiloting when you go back. Obviously I'm walking to lane right, and I want to pay attention to where my character is, but I also want to pay attention to what's happening on the map so I can have a good idea of where people are. Like they fought on the other side of the map. I know Fiddlesticks is on the other side of the map. This is incredibly illegal what they're doing. So Tahm Kench thought I'd be scared and back up as soon as he jumped in. I'm not scared of these guys. I got a kill and way more items. Why would I ever be scared of them? And if I want them to be scared of me, I gotta play up. This wave right now is amazing for us. How are they supposed to play the game? They can't. Alright, if I take some damage, it's no biggie. Look how the wave is. They are stuck. Look at that. Okay, we just tell them to not hit the wave. Just let it slow push. We don't need it back. But we set them up for failure because they have no choice. This is just, it's called freezing. We're just freezing on them and they just had no way to play the game. Fortunately now the freeze is kind of dead, so now it'll slow push, which is totally fine too. If Neela understands this, then she just doesn't walk up. Maybe she tries to catch XP, but again, it's still pretty scary for her. Okay, this is totally fine too. Neela already used her ability. I'm gonna have to flash. I didn't see Tahm Kench. They're a little bit quicker than I expected. Fiddlesticks is on the other side of in the river. I wanted to greet for my Sheen. That's fine. I lost my cleanse, but they used Ignite too, so that reset timer kind of sucks for me because I'm just so low. They're just going to shove this in and then have a better reset. But that reset timer is kind of inevitable. If I stay, I think they just force a stay. And then Fiddlesticks should come off of drag. He's taking drag right now. We have vision of that. And then I could just die anyway. So it's a sucky reset timer, but it's necessary. And that happens. Okay, Neela stayed. So this was very, very poor gameplay of her, in my opinion. She had a free reset. She could have just backed and been totally fine off. Just like Tahm Kench. Tahm Kench did not reset either. Yeah, I would never suggest this, ever. This is poor gameplay, in my opinion. They screwed themselves over a free lane and a free reset, and now they're resetting. Like, this is just bad. So now I just push here, and now Tahm Kench has no choice but to stay because he wants to at least catch. But now we just get a free plate here. Okay. Now we just get a free 125 gold. Okay, we're playing to Teemo a little bit. We see where Teemo is. Okay, Tahm Kench just went into the bush. Is he dead? Oh my god, he did not die. I believe they're probably going to back though, because they're pretty low. And the wave crashes again, so this is a great timer again. They should be in range, yeah. But this lane should be like kind of hard for us because Teemo can't really do anything into Tahm Kench. We can't stop them from going in. So the fact that we're winning is a really, really good sign. Obviously, I'm playing a stronger early game champion in Corki. Yeah, Teemo overstayed. And there, maybe I should have pinged him off and warned him and said, hey, you need to get out. Like, this is a bad spot you're currently in. Nice. He's got no flash. Ah, can't finish him off. So in this state of the game, see, we're doing well in our own lane. But the early game Cassidy is struggling quite a bit in this early part of the game, in this early segment. So this was kind of to be expected, is that he would maybe lose, or we'd have to play to our own lane, right? But I just have so much pressure on my own. I can just do whatever I want to them. And once I get Triforce, that just amplifies even more. I do got a flash out. It does suck a bit. But I risked dying there. She is looking for the kill on me. Alright, there is a Fiddlesticks behind us. So I'm probably just gonna die to the Tahm Kench rather than Fiddle. I gave my kill to Tahm Kench, which I think is better than Fiddlesticks, in my own opinion. Okay, we don't see Tahm Kench right now, so we're gonna ping to our team. Say, hey, just be careful. Tahm Kench is missing. We got to be very conscious about our pings and paying attention to our team. So right now, it's just me and Neela in this lane, right? I could probably fight her, but I also want to let my team know. Say, hey, like, I don't know where Tom is. Got to be a little careful. We see Tahm Kench is roaming down right now. So we got to be... Actually, he's staying mid. Never mind. Okay, she doesn't have her W now. Means I just get to free hit her. Just like that. Okay, we don't see Tahm Kench now. Neela is going to back because I shoved her off. Okay, Tahm Kench is currently mid lane. So I'm going to shove this. Don't have eyes on him right now. And I will reset. Wait, she's staying. Okay, she will probably back now. That is fair. I did have to back off though, because I didn't see Tom. I don't even see Tom now, so... Wait, she stayed again. Okay, this guy is just dead. Yeah, that is so bad, it is crazy. Some of you might think, hey, like, why didn't you just go for the kill there? Like, she's so low HP, why aren't you, like, diving her? So, I want to explain my thought process. So think about, what do I gain if I kill her, right? So obviously I gain a lot of gold, I gain pressure, I gain experience. But what happens if I die if I try to kill her, right? What happens if I go in and I kill her, but she kills me as well? I lose way more than what I gain. So if I'm able to just poke her off, push her off the wave, she loses gold, XP, I gain a lead, I gain tower. These are all things that I for sure gain without the chance of losing something, right? So I don't have to go in on her. If I'm pressuring her that hard where she can't do anything, she can't farm, she's only catching XP, that is a win for me, a win for us. And since she stayed, and Hecarim's on this side, she just dies for absolutely no reason when she could have just backed and caught the next wave after I took the turret. And now, at this point, we took the bot tower, and now I want to go mid. I don't want to be bot anymore, now I want to be there for my team. So, I'm fighting, I want to get there as soon as I possibly can. So I was able to be there for my team at the end of the fight, not really at the beginning, but we won the fight, and look at Nila's just pushing bot, so like, she wasn't there for her team, didn't help them all out, and now I just get mid for free. Irelia is still top, Nila just left bot, which means I'm just gonna hit this next tower too. Okay. I'm gonna cleanse just in case they try to go in on me or something. But yeah, now I got a little bit of tower damage. I got a kill, I got an assist, and I got a tower. And Nila got, what, like a wave and a half, maybe 2? I created so much pressure just from playing the game more. And I got so much more of a lead just by playing the game and being with my team more. But their lane assignments are kind of weird. Okay, so here, I always suggest in the mid game, just go mid. ADC should always just go mid, because you are the damage dealer. You want to be where the damage and the fights are. This fight is completely unnecessary, but like, at least I'm there right now, right? I'm able to be there for my team when they need me. This will happen in your games where people don't rotate when you want them to. It just will. So we're just gonna have to get used to it and go with the next play. The next play is just me pushing mid waves. Kassadin is now on the bot side collecting, so he gets solo XP. He doesn't have to worry about me trading weird because I am paying attention to where my teammates are. I'm just going to hit a cheeky ward on the Otacon. Now, the Otacon is not something that you just take whenever. The Otacon is kind of like Baron, where it shreds your resistances. And if you take a bad fight, even while ahead, you can lose because Otacon just shreds your magic resistant armor so much. Only try and take it when it's like free and like they're on the other side of the map, or you just won like a really good fight, because it can really change the tide of the game. So like this I disagree with. I disagree with this. He's going top to do it. I don't think that he is. Yeah, Fiddlesticks is here. I need to catch this. Looks like she's gonna end up getting that tower, which sucks. We took the worst fight. I don't think that that should have happened, but I want to be there for my team when they need me. So now I need to shove this out. Now I can rotate to my team. Okay, we're gonna take one more wave, and then I want to reset for my BF sword. This is a good reset timer. Not much is happening. We're killing just this guy. Gonna go Infinity Edge here. Might need to catch this. Jeez. Well, I used my W early and almost died for it, so I had to burn both my sums, which definitely sucks, but she does way too much damage to me. I'm gonna believe that this is probably gone. Oh, I didn't see him. Wow, that sucks. And this death is kind of it's kind of bad, but I don't think that we get it anyway, because of the positions that we are in the lane. I was pretty low. Dr. Mundo was still dead. We didn't have any pressure. We don't have any vision at all. Okay, they're just going for this, so we need to make something happen here. As you can see, Fiddlesticks has 37 magic resist. See? Boom, look at that. They took this fight, and they had, their resistances were just shredded. They just died so fast, and I just got so much gold. Teammate said they got it. I'm gonna say, good job. And my team is still on the map, so I kind of want to push this and get tower. We'll get tower bot as well, and we'll just increase our lead by so much here. Yeah, this is really, really good. Yeah, I'm gonna go rapid fire next here. We have a little bit more range, so I can do a little bit more damage from far away for one auto. Just Sheen auto them. Now our next play that's up is Baron. So we want, Teemo is doing a great job by getting vision on the other side of the map. Kassadin is on the bottom side because he has teleport. And I am mid, as always. If you watch my games, you will see I just go mid every single time because it is super broken. I feel like this guy should not be able to walk where he is walking currently. Yeah, this Tahm Kench just killed himself. Yeah, we just go Baron. This is just easy. This is just free. Like, they are trolling with this position. They don't have numbers at all. But their assignments are just so messed up. Like, Neela is top side, Silas is mid. They have no idea what they are doing. Dr. Mundo has 4k HP, so he's gonna reset. We kind of have to be careful. 2 people on our team are resetting, so that means we do not want to push mid here. In fact, we just get a free pick because nobody else is out on the map except for Silas. Yep, she takes that fight and she loses because she can't beat me. Because I am 3 levels up on her now. I have 3.5 items and she has 2.5. And so at this point in the game, I did my job as that early game carry. I played the early winning lane, and now my 2 hard scaling teammates are able to just play how they want. I'm going to die here. But look at that. My Mundo is just so fed. My Kassadin is so strong, level 18, while their Silas is level 15. So since I played that early game champion, they got their scale. It's 29 minutes. We just get a free win. 9, 3, and 10. I'll take that with a Teemo. And that just goes to show you that, like, just because you're playing with a Teemo into Tahm Kench, it doesn't mean that the game is just, like, over, right? You just have to adapt to what you have. And in this case, I thought that Corki was probably my best bet to win that lane. I watch what my Teemo's doing. I pay attention to my Hecarim. That first gank, the counter gank when Fiddlesticks came in, and then we killed all 3 of them. But yeah, as you can see, we had 15,000 to 10k. We had 5k more gold than Neela. So something that we didn't really get to talk about too much this game was itemization, for example. I think if the game went longer, their whole team heals quite a bit. And we had Teemo buy Oblivion Orb, so that was very good on his part. But it could have been to the point where it was like, what if Teemo didn't buy Oblivion Orb, right? What happens then? So in that case, we could itemize maybe not going rapid fire and we go Mortal Reminder first, right? Maybe we do the anti-healing because we have a bit of splash damage AoE. So we can proc anti-heal pretty well as Corki. Something else that we weren't able to talk about a lot too was timers for objectives, because for the last, for Otacon and Baron, it was kind of taken at weird points in the game. And then the Baron was up, but their positions were so bad and so random that we could just abuse that. We saw Tahm Kench just like sitting next to Baron without his team. We just go right in on him, burn his flash, and then we just jump over the wall and get 2 more kills. And then Neela's just on the side fighting Dr. Mundo by herself, and then we just take Baron. So, and that was probably more of what you're going to expect. The timers are more effective the higher you go because people are preparing more and getting ready for these things. Alright, we're going to quickly go into the VOD review. We're just going to check a couple things that I think that made that game one for us. Because there are decisive moments in a lot of games that can change the state. Obviously not everything is set in stone. There are so many things that can happen in a game that determine how the game goes. But there are some key things that can make the game easier to win with, right? Things that you can leverage against your opponents to help you win. Okay, so it's right here at this point. They're both playing in the bush. They're not really able to walk up. And as soon as I do, I auto-attack both of them twice. Nila's close to half HP, which is really, really bad for her. So now she can't walk up. She's understanding that, but she should have understood this at the beginning of the lane. We hit 2, and I just walk up. I don't have to hit them. I don't have to do anything, but just pushing them off of gold is so beneficial. Sure, I can't push them off of XP right now because of where Teemo's sitting, but I can still pressure them off of how much I need. Okay, this, for example, what this Tahm Kench does is so bad. I auto-attack him twice, and we get an auto-attack on Teemo and a Q, plus Comet. Like, look at this guy. Basically a third HP into a lane that we are playing cannot play the game anymore. So this point is like super duper crucial for them. So we just completely ignore the Fiddlesticks because these guys are so low. If they are not this low, this fight does not happen this way. And this is one of the very crucial moments that like starts off this lead that I'm able to get on them. So I believe that this is another moment where I'm able to win the game. So I have Triforce, finished boots. She has components of Yuntal. So I'm extremely strong. Here, like, that is just so much damage. Unfortunately, I wasn't looking. I didn't get to see Tahm Kench's HP, but I don't know where Fiddlesticks is at this current moment. So I'm giving her some... I'm releasing some of my pressure here, just because I see Tahm keep on, like, going back and forth, so I'm unsure of what he's trying to do, based off of my own vision. So that's why I push this and then back off, because I'm not sure. But if I was able to see Tahm Kench, I don't think I relinquished this pressure. But in any case, like, she's so low again. This is where you just back. Backing here is so important. She needs to finish this recall. That recall was basically finished. She decides to stick around. And I'm like, nah, there's no way she stays. This is so grief if she stays. And then I'm like, what? She stayed? This is so troll. Even if Hecarim's not there, she still dies. Like, so he gets the kill. We get a whole tower. Hecarim took Fiddlesticks' blue buff. I push another wave. She misses a whole wave for no reason. That play was really game defining, I think, for this Nila and how I'm able to get so far ahead of her. I'm just gonna pause for a second when it's like 3k. Okay, this is when Fiddlesticks starts ulting. Fiddlesticks is currently at 36 magic resist. Silas is at 29. Tahm Kench is still fine. Nila is at 14 magic resist. 14 magic resist. She's basically taking true damage. 36 armor. Guys, there is a reason why we win this fight so hard. Now it's at 4. Now it's at 4 magic resist. It's still at 4. She has 25 armor. Okay, it just went back up. But she's dead. She literally died. Alright, I want to back it up again, too. So we can just, like, look at this. Like, look how much damage they are just taking. This guy is taking so much damage, it is not even funny. I cannot stress this enough. If Otacon does not look free, do not take it. Because not only did they lose the fight and lose everything, they lost the Otacon and, like, it's such a detriment because now they're tilted, right? That is a mental game. They just got absolutely destroyed. All right, we get this turret, boom. We get this turret, boom. Now we're up 4k. That was 1,000 gold right there. We just went up 1,000 gold on 2 of us right there. Nila's lane assignment, screwed. She is just screwed. All right, look at where they're fighting. Why, like, this is bad. This is very bad, and we can exploit this because we see all of them. So I just go in on this Tahm Kench. I don't care. What is Tahm Kench gonna do to me? Nothing. As long as I save my W. I just jump over the wall. Get 2 more kills. Nila's just on the side. But you know what? I want to see what she's doing. Well, I'm playing for free with my team. And then we just win. Thanks for watching. If this helped, I'd really appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribe to the channel. If there are other videos like this that you want to see more of, let me know in the comment section. I also stream daily on Twitch where I can answer even more of your questions live. See ya!